Hello. So I just tried these little 30-second video things, and it was ridiculous. So yeah, I was like trying to get this story out, you know, and it was just like all I was doing was rushing through. But I guess it's like straight to the point or something. Hopefully, I don't know. Anyway, it was I felt way too rushed. So anyway, I like these. I can like, you know, not say anything. Anyway, here we go. So somebody could be, ooh, we got the King of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Okay, somebody could be really kind of leading themselves towards closing out cycles of negativity. They could be kind of getting to a greater sense of contentment or awareness within their own expression and recognizing, you know, what conflict they're needing to face. Okay, somebody could be looking at things in a much more innocent and carefree type of dynamic. Okay, somebody could be, you know, healing from the difficulty and really feeling nurtured. Okay, somebody could be feeling like they're, you know, growing into a position of greater security. Okay, and kind of emotional abundance. Okay, oops, probably shouldn't have. Talk for a second. Hello. Okay, this whole thing. And this one maybe on top. Okay, here we go. It's a lot. Let's see. It's nice not feeling rushed like I have. Like, oh my god, that was ridiculous. Anyway, if you see them and you like them, let me know. But I was like, ah! Anyway, so here we go. Somebody could be, oh my god. We got the Page of Pentacles right here, okay? Somebody could be ready to express themselves in a way where they are, you know, kind of confident with some type of offer or worth in a situation, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they are really following their guidance towards, you know, complementary and compatible relationship dynamics. Okay, they could be feeling like they're, you know, recognize where it is that they want to devote themselves to, and they could be, you know, really closing out painful cycles of negativity, feeling like they're, you know, looking towards a greater sense of calm and ease in their life. Okay. Somebody could be really no longer anticipating certain instability and kind of shakeups. Okay, they could be feeling, like I was saying, much more nurtured through whatever conflict they're facing. They could be recognizing what they thought may have not have been real in certain ways. They could be seeing this for themselves, seeing the truth within it. Oh, look at that. Ace of Swords right there. So yeah, somebody could be really feeling like they're recognizing the truth that could be helping them to heal from previous outlooks of pain and negativity. Okay, they could be really integrating this knowledge and getting to a greater sense of confidence within what their abilities are. And look at that, we get the Four of Wands, or Six of Wands. I was reading two different cards. Sure, yeah, somebody could be leading themselves towards a much more victorious situation. Okay, they're no longer opened up to different situations that they're undesiring of, and they could be feeling like they're ready to kind of turn the page or take action in a way that is much more carefree, moving forward with a sense of intention. Okay, all right. Somebody could be putting the pain of their past behind them and looking forward more towards what they feel is a true adventure. Okay, they could be like feeling that they are much more at one with the land in a way where they're like recognizing their environment that they're kind of like aligning with, and, you know, seeing what it is that they're needing to see within what they're feeling purposeful or inspired within. Okay, Page of Cups, Ten of Wands. So yeah, somebody could be really wanting to dedicate themselves to a desired emotional expression, some type of message, or, you know, presenting themselves in some type of way. They could be facing their fears and knowing what it is that they're needing to walk away from. Okay. Somebody could be looking at a situation in a more loving way, wanting to make more loving choices when it comes to a certain relationship dynamic or partnership. And they could be receiving the cooperation that they need when it comes to the outlook of loss or, you know, having missed out on something. Okay. All right. They could be really feeling like they're planning to move forward towards what could be really fulfilling and inspiring for them, leading them towards a wish come true, something they've been hopeful within. And they could be having the confidence and strength to navigate through, and even the courage as well, to navigate through unhealthy and toxic situations that had been trying to bind them. Okay, somebody could be ready to move forward with their desired expression or action and really asserting themselves, using their discernment, knowing that it's leading them to a greater sense of stability and a more ideal position for themselves. Okay, there could have been some type of, what is that word? Self-aggrand. What is that? How do I say it? I heard it in my head, but is it self-aggrandizement? I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Anyway, but that's the word I heard. Anyway, so somebody could have been kind of like looking at themselves in a certain way, making themselves like a larger than life figure, but at this point they could be, you know, kind of moving in a way where they are using their discernment to really create or you know, express themselves in the way that they're truly truly wanting to be. Okay, so it's like I have, you know, this picture right here with the guy's, you know, eyes all, you know, plastered behind him and whatever, you know, and then there's this kind of recognition of certain realities, you know, that somebody's wanting to, you know, really kind of bring into their life. Okay, they could be wanting to really embody the energy that they had been portraying. Okay, and somebody could be looking much more positively at certain situations that they feel they could be faced with crossroads, or, you know, wanting to make more positive choices. I just was reminded of something earlier. I was like, I don't know if I was watching something or if I was hearing somebody talk or something like that, but it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just stop. Don't do it. You know, whatever the case was. I don't know. But I just got reminded of that. So yes, somebody could be kind of, you know, really contemplating or seeing something that they feel is like, I don't know. You know, it could even be somebody that, you know, is taking actions in a way where they are, you know, second guessing themselves as they move forward towards this. Okay, but with the King of Pentacles, there could be this greater stability that somebody's coming into when they are, you know, facing these difficulties. Okay, and with the Sun right here, it's like somebody could be really seeing things from a higher perspective and really envisioning this positive outcome. Okay, they could be recognizing how they've been restricting themselves from their ideal structure within their home, family, relationships, and community. We got the Four of Wands right there. So it's like this, you know, they could have been keeping themselves back from, you know, an aligned relationship dynamic. Okay. And at this point, they could be really wanting to move forward towards what it is that they've envisioned. And it's kind of funny because I was talking about the Sun card, and then this one right here is kind of like the sun, you know, shine right there, you know, is coming from this person. So it's kind of like, or you could see it like that, you know, so it's kind of like, instead of foreseeing something in a way of being a possibility, it's like somebody's really embodying that higher perspective and awareness, and no longer, you know, kind of doubting themselves. Okay, so it's like somebody could be staying secure within their vision and you know, what it could be that they're drawing in or bringing into their life as they move forward towards this. Okay, and yeah, somebody's looking at things from a different perspective, ready to move in a way that gets them into the true alignment. Like even with this person, you know, having his feet up in the air, and then these people have their hands up, you know, it's like somebody could be recognizing that they're needing to kind of, you know, flip around, change their perspective, you know, in order to really kind of have things come in the way that they're meant to. Whoop. Okay. All right, yeah, so somebody's knowing what they're needing to do to move forward towards what it is that they're desiring of. Okay, they could be feeling that they're, they could be, you know, learning and educating themselves and really taking this information in to get to this higher awareness, knowing what their focus is on and what they're feeling inspired by. They could be feeling like they have some type of muse in a way that is bringing a different sense of color into their life. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. So somebody's kind of leading their way in a way that they feel is meaningful to them towards a desired relationship dynamic and team effort. It says terrific, radiant, humble. Okay, so somebody could be kind of giving themselves more, you know, positive outlook as they lead themselves into, you know, what they feel is desired of or wanting to, that they're wanting to bring into their life physically. Okay, we have 9-9 right here. So somebody could be kind of staying true to themselves regardless of the anxiety that they could be facing, and they could be like kind of really building a greater awareness of true scenarios and allowing for you know, more growth in their life instead of feeling like they're being drained. Okay, and somebody's knowing that they can be, you know, really creating a more celebratory position for themselves to be in at this time, and you know, they can be really moving forward towards, you know, what it is that they're truly desiring to manifest. I totally thought that was gonna smack me in the face. Whoa. Anyway. Okay, what are you gonna... Oh. That's funny. So we got the Page of Wands. Yeah, somebody could be feeling like they're much more prepared to navigate a certain path and ready to receive, you know, what they know is really meant for them. Okay, this could be somebody who's ready to really move more creatively, abundantly, and you know, bring more into their world that they're wanting to, you know, be fruitful within. Okay. And with the Empress too, it could be the, you know, a divine counterpart type of situation. But this could be referring, this could be referring to, what's it called? A previous video, the one I was just talking about at the beginning, like, because these are pretty much all the cards except for this one right here. But yeah, so somebody could have been kind of recognizing how they had been looking at something in a way that was creating more lack in their life, okay? But as they align with their higher self, they could be seeing their long-term goals and desires and what they know is truly important to them, that they have actual access with, okay? Confirmation. And Instagram could be relevant, but let me see. Yeah, so somebody could, you know, felt that they were in a position of lack or scarcity until they really aligned with their higher self and saw the larger picture. We have a lot of trees right here in this, you know, imagery right there, that little tree, and then these big ones, you know. So somebody could be having a greater sense of growth, but also recognition of the connectivity and, what was I going to say? Like ancestral lineage possibly, okay? But yeah, there's this shift, like I said, in perspective, that somebody kind of needed to figure out what was truly important to them instead of looking at you know, what it is that they're missing out on. They could be kind of recognizing, it's kind of funny too, because I had a conversation with someone about like how someone recognized that they actually had feelings for a situation or a person, okay? They were like, oh wow, there's like an aha moment type of thing, you know. So somebody could have been feeling that they missed out, but then also kind of recognizing what it was that they felt was truly important for them to have in the first place. So it could have been something that kind of like triggered or was a catalyst towards a shift and a change, okay? And at this point, somebody could be creating the balance that they need to in order to express themselves or engage in a situation that they feel would be a wish come true. Okay, look at that. And they could be recognizing that this is bringing in the desired balance, okay, the strength within the truth and the, you know, a greater sense of clarity. They could be recognizing that this is something that they feel is, you know, a true gift in their life, leading them to abundant new beginnings with like a new chapter, okay. And somebody could be feeling like they've done the work. We have 7-7 right here. They could have done the work in order to stay true to themselves and stay, you know, grounded despite opposition. They could be feeling like they're wanting to confidently move forward into a destined new beginning, all right? Getting on their, you know, divine path and feeling protected and guided. Okay, okay. All right, yeah, somebody's moving forward. Wow. Somebody's moving forward from illusionary dynamics or ways in their life, okay? And they could be moving into a new chapter where they're, you know, really following their heart, right? And I know that I went through something similar. Well, it's like a reoccurring type of situation, I guess, you know, but like, how many years ago was this? I don't know, 15, no, 12 years. Anyway, yeah, there's this kind of like shift in awareness where I'm like, what? You know, like I'm not trying to just like do what everybody else is like expecting or wanting or whatever, you know, even when it's like not, you know, physically, like it's creating like a dis-ease within my body, you know, and I started like making intentional changes, you know, that I ignored previously or not been taking action within, you know. And so like there's like this shift where I had to like get out from underneath certain situations, and then it kind of like goes, you know, you do that, but then you're kind of floundering again or whatever, you know. And then there's like another catalyst type of thing that realigns you in a way where you're okay, you got out of something that wasn't desired, but now you're kind of like, what do I do now? And then there's another part where you're like, oh, okay, this is something that, you know, energetically is, you know, not draining me, but uplifting. And, you know, then you kind of start to realize, you know, how it is that you're wanting to navigate in a way that is true for you, but also not just another situation that, you know, ends up draining you or taking away, you know. So then it's kind of, you know, then you're moving more intentionally down your path with the energetic awareness, you know. Whoops, I forgot to say what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, the Fool and the Moon. So somebody could be facing their fears and taking a leap of faith. We got the 10 of Swords right here. They could be closing out cycles of pain. Okay, and getting to a greater sense of strength and confidence within themselves, their own abilities. This could be you. Whoa. Okay, wow, we got 3-3 right off the bat right here. 3-3-4. There could be some type of progress somebody's making. Could have been stuck in certain cycles and releasing themselves. Okay, but at this point, here we go. We got the 3 Swords, 3 Wands, and 4 of Cups. Okay, so somebody could have been in a position of being, dealing with a lot of different pain and difficulty coming at them. They could have felt like this was like a perpetual type of situation, and so they could have been in an awareness of just anticipating more undesired situations coming in. But at this point, and then they could have been, you know, blocking themselves at that time from closing out cycles of pain and negativity. So instead of kind of, you know, moving forward, the anticipation of a negative is bringing it and drawing it back in, you know. So at this point, somebody could be moving forward in a way that they feel truly passionate about. Okay, they could have gone through a major transformation and are looking more towards what their wishes are, you know, what a wish come true or what it is that they're hoping for. Okay, they could be feeling a lot more adventurous and feeling truly inspired to move forward more purposefully. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody could have received certain knowledge or awarenesses and a greater sense of clarity to initiate towards a new beginning with this truth. Okay, they could be, you know, no longer holding on to the pain of the past, but you know, recognizing that they're no longer there anymore. Okay, somebody could be getting to a position where they're really wanting to express themselves as they are, with what they feel would be fulfilling for them or is leading them towards, you know, a wish come true. You know, with how they are able to emotionally engage in a situation. Okay, somebody could be ready to present some type of offer of a new beginning, or could be really recognizing the worth within new beginning, closing out cycles and moving into the next chapter. Ooh, and we got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Wow, and the Queen of Wands. Oh shit. So someone could be feeling that they're, you know, ready to move into the next chapter, you know, being much more prosperous, moving towards their long-term goals, some situations where they can really dedicate themselves and, you know, move towards what it is that they are truly desiring of. Okay, they could be paying, this is kind of like, these two cards can be looked at as a couple, okay, the High Priestess and the Magician, could be looked at as like a, you know, a power couple in some type of way or whatever. So, you know, somebody could be kind of leading themselves in a way where they know that there is this something greater that they can be creating within a certain connection. Okay, and yeah, we got Strength right here and Seven of Wands. So they could be really staying true to what it is that they're wanting to build and move forward confidently. They could be recognizing whatever opposition they have. They could be feeling grounded within the support that they have instead of dealing with more manipulation or deception. Okay, so we got 7-7 right here. I saw 7-7-7 earlier today, just all randomly and stuff. So somebody could be meeting or being made aware of numeric signs this time. But we got 2 Wands. Okay, so somebody could be, you know, wow, really planning on moving forward, taking a leap of faith, but in a much more intentional way. They could be aligned with their higher self, knowing what steps they're meant to be taking in order to lead towards, you know, what they're feeling is, you know, truly purposeful, getting on the path that they're meant to be. And, you know, they could be moving forward towards a situation that's creating anxiety, but they have a greater sense of worth of what is being able to be created. Okay, all right, and we have fast movement right here, where somebody could be really taking it upon themselves to communicate and move in the way that they are feeling inspired. They could be feeling a little impulsive, but they're, you know, knowing where they're wanting their focus to be. Okay, we got the Hangman and the Page of Swords. So somebody could be surrendering into this new truth and awareness that they formed. They could be, you know, really illuminated in certain ways, ready to face their fears. I've got 2 cards right there. And ready for whatever conflict they may be, you know, perceiving as possible once they do take action. Okay. Come on, all these cards. Just keeps going. Okay, there's that and there's those. Don't forget, oh my gosh, stop it, they just that could be something anyway. But somebody's okay looking at a true reciprocal energetic exchange as something that they could be bringing a you know, truly positive outcome into their life. They could be really feeling energized and enthusiastic about this possibility. Oh, and we got the Judgment and the Justice card. Oh yeah, never mind. And false alarm. So we got Justice and the Judgment and the 4 of Swords. Okay, 8 of Cups. So yeah, somebody could be really moving into a more aligned position, balanced, you know, in all ways, and they could be feeling like they've, you know, balanced themselves energetically and also are moving from a more healed perspective, ready to, you know, really kind of know what they're able to walk away from instead of, you know, holding on to falsehoods. Okay. Somebody's kind of recognizing the cooperation that is getting them to a more skillful and masterful position, and they could be knowing that they have been waiting for a greater sense of nurturing for some time. Okay, they could have known what they felt was truly important within a partnership and what it is that they were meant to receive, and they could be feeling like they are really bringing these desires and possibilities or truths into their life in like a as above so below type of way. Like it's like this internal awareness that somebody's drawing into their physical world. Okay, and they could be you know, kind of seeing that instability previously that they may have been going through was illusionary. Once they start making more loving choices and feeling more secure and contented with, you know, the true life and lifestyle that they're creating, okay, they could be feeling like they're able to, you know, truly build what it is that they were desiring of, you know, wanting to bring into their life. Okay, like it's like all these kind of look like they're like thought processes, and you know, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and envisioning it all, you know, and here it is, like bringing it all into reality, you know. So somebody could be really feeling like they're aligning in a way where they're able to make more loving choices, not only for themselves but for others, and growing into the position that they know is true for them. Okay. Oh, we got the King of Cups and the King of Wands. So where somebody had been restricting themselves back from what they'd envisioned, they can feel much more elevated in a way that they can express themselves openly and authentically within their emotions. And we have the 10 of Cups right here. Okay, somebody could be feeling that where there could have been a lack or, you know, kind of a scarcity in some type of way, feeling like they're leading themselves towards, what's the term I always get from here? Like leading themselves down dead end roads, I guess, right? They could be really knowing and recognizing that they're moving into a greater sense of fulfillment. Okay. We got the 2 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. So it's like somebody could be recognizing that, you know, not putting themselves in a position where they felt they could truly devote themselves had been keeping them in this state of loss, and having more third-party issues that were being brought into their life. Okay, at this point they could be really wanting to reach for what they've been restricting themselves from. Okay, they could have been really trying to shield themselves or deny their truth, but at this point somebody could be kind of you know, accepting what they had envisioned, you know, to really come into their reality as a, you know, true desired gift instead of you know, another falsehood, like I was saying in the beginning. Okay, so yeah, somebody's feeling like they can move forward much more inspired and no longer restrict themselves. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, there's an awareness, discernment that somebody has that once they have the confidence within their own healed outlooks and express themselves in a way that they know is emotionally meaningful, they could be creating the environment that they're truly desiring of. Okay, and the structure that they feel would be leading them towards true success and victory when it comes to a team or partnership dynamic that they had been yearning for. Okay, they could be feeling much more confident with following their heart and, you know, moving freely with their desired intention. Okay, wow. Let me see. I was gonna pull the what's the tea, but okay. Somebody could be reflecting on certain situations and having a greater sense of determination. Okay, knowing that they're moving into prosperous situations with true blessings coming in. We got 777 again right there, so it's funny. We got wholeness, divine support and persistence. So somebody could be really feeling that they're getting to, you know, a greater sense of contentment within all parts of themselves. They could be recognizing the support that they're receiving in order to persevere. And they're feeling determined with bringing their emotional expression into, you know, like into the earth and grounding it, okay? Somebody could be, you know, really kind of recognizing their skill and getting to a much more relaxed state of mind, accepting the strength that they have and, you know, empowering themselves because of this. Somebody could be really clearing their energy and receiving what they feel is sustaining them, okay? And, whoa. Let me see. They could be getting to a more abundant and prosperous position within what their meditations have led them within, okay? They could be getting much more joyful and recognizing, you know, they're embodying their true self, okay? They have a greater sense of belonging within what it is that they're forming and creating. And we have truth and fairness, prosperity and creation. So yeah, as somebody is moving forward more aligned with you know, more positive and loving expression, they could be moving forward creating something that is bringing more prosperity and abundance into their life. Okay, and this is it. Oh, that one, I knew it. I could feel it in there. So yeah, energetic movement, okay. Somebody could be really moving forward more intentionally. We have energetic movement and drive, okay. So somebody could be really wanting to initiate in a way where they're, you know, staying true to the actions that they know they're meant to be taking, okay. We have blessings and fulfillment on your spiritual quest, okay. So somebody could be facing the darkness and knowing they're moving forward towards, you know, being fulfilled and gaining the blessings. They just need to persevere with a greater insight and make certain intentional decisions in order to in order to lead themselves out of the negativity. Okay, so somebody's relaxing in splendor. Okay, and moving out of resentment into new beginnings with the promise of the future. And they're embracing the justice that they recognize is coming in, the achievement. They're creating order and peace, getting to a greater state of righteousness, and holding on to the hope that they had within them, okay? Let me check. Did I already check? I feel super, oh, 32 minutes. I felt like I've been here forever. I think it was because of that alarm. I'm like, I gotta go, but I don't. So, somebody could be feeling rushed. Okay. Power couple and soulmate. How cute. Look. So yeah, somebody could be feeling like they are moving forward in a way that they can be truly confident, not only for themselves, but within the relationship dynamic that they're opening themselves up to. Okay, got twin flame and soulmate. Okay. There could have been some type of silent treatment going on. But somebody's paying attention to their intuition. Okay, they could have some long distance or some type of separation. Whoa. But there is still some connectivity. I've been paying attention to, I don't know, it sounds weird. Within my meditations, like, I do certain things, right, that I'm guided to do, but I've been paying more attention to, you know, the reasons why, you know. And when you make a triangle during whatever, you know, whatever it is you're doing, any situation, it's three different things coming together, but they're connected at those points, right? You know, so it's kind of like there is a connectivity, whether or not you feel that there is some type of, you know, stuck on you type of situation. It's like there's this recognition of, you know, you being able to bring your, you know, self into a situation and being met with others that are also doing the same, but having a true connection that is, you know, creating a larger situation. And so instead of, you know, a larger reality, I guess, right? You know, so Somebody could be kind of coming into a greater awareness of the connectivity that's going on. All right. We got level up. Okay. So somebody could be really, it says glow up season, outgrowing certain people and places, stepping up into your next version. Okay. So somebody could be really leveling up with what their desired expression is. Okay. Somebody could be moving forward towards, excuse me, some type of crush situation where they have, excuse me, hidden feelings. All right. They could have been afraid to make the first move, but somebody could be really wanting to initiate and take the initial steps. Okay, they could be wanting to initiate wisely and pay attention to their intuition. Okay, it says all eyes on you right here. And gut feeling louder than words. So yeah, somebody could be really moving forward towards, you know, what's cute is like right here, like this little boy's like, ooh, she pretty, you know. But so somebody could be, you know, really wanting to initiate, take action towards what it is that they're desiring of, and, you know, follow their intuition when it comes to, you know, really kind of moving forward. All right. Somebody could be moving forward towards the final chapter, okay? They could be closing out certain cycles, and they're creating boundaries when it comes to jealous or envious behavior, okay? Somebody's not wanting to filter their emotions anymore, okay? They could have had some type of being kind of trapped in silence, and not like, even with right here, like there's, you know, all these blank ones, and then this one's filled with all this, you know, whatever, you know. So it's like there could be this recognition of you know, somebody's really wanting to move forward with their truth instead of staying within silence. Okay. Somebody's could have been trying to read between the lines. They could have felt that this was too good to be true. Too good to be true. Come on, too good to be true. But at this point, they could be seeing the green flags that are leading them towards this, okay? They could have just felt like it was too much too soon within what their feelings were, but they could be feeling much more at ease right now with certain awarenesses that have been formed. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Alright, somebody could receive certain karmic lessons. Okay, and at this point they have been healing through certain heartbreak and negativity. We get power couple right here. Somebody's recognizing that they, you know, can foresee the possibility of, you know, true potential and, you know, elevated expression, but they've been making minimal effort. Okay, they could be wanting to have a second chance within a situation and mend the difficulty. Okay, they're recognizing, you know, they could be paying attention to what it is that they really want, and they could be wanting to express themselves in a way where you could have a, you know, secluded conversation. Oh my god. Yeah, somebody could be kind of having a lot of focus on them. They could be recognizing that there's a lot of different drama in their life and a lot of different people's perspectives, but they could be, you know, wanting to have an, you know, a phone call where they can express their truth and not have to worry about other people's viewpoints or judgment. Yeah, look at that. We got office politics right there, you know. So yeah, somebody could be wanting to be in a safe space or get to a more greater sense of comfortability when it comes to you know, desired reconciliation or connection in some type of way. And they could be no longer wanting to focus on, you know, false relationships with it says plastic smiles. Okay, so yeah, somebody could be wanting to really be able to be open and honest without having to be concerned with, you know, other people's opinions or viewpoints or influence, I guess. Okay, let's see. Alright. Somebody could have been dodging a serious conversation, but they are kind of recognizing a true connection that is there. Okay. And it says checking socials, reading into everything, comparing your life to their feed. Okay, somebody could be needing, you know, feeling like they're needing to separate. They could be feeling like their attention is really drawn in, but they haven't taken action, right? They could be wanting to proceed with caution. They could be, you know, concerned or curious whether there's a third-party situation, and they're, you know, wanting to get a reality check at the same time. Okay, so yeah, somebody could be wanting to kind of take action in a way where they can really have a greater understanding of what the truth is in comparison to what you know, falsities they've been creating in their head based on previous pain or false scenarios as well. Okay, but we have divine timing is at play. Okay, so there could have been certain things that were postponed or delayed, but at this point somebody's recognizing that things are aligning behind the scenes, and they're wanting to trust the schedule or the timing that is occurring at this time. Okay. Somebody, oh my god, somebody could be feeling like this is like a situation that's kind of draining their energy, but it's possibly because they're not expressing themselves, right? So somebody's wanting to get clarity and kind of recognize what type of connection this really is. Okay, they could be, we got this twin flame right here, and then energy vampire. So it's like somebody could be really wanting to recognize, is this a true connection, or is this just somebody else who's going to be draining from me, you know? So yeah, somebody's got a lot of stuff they got to figure out. Okay, somebody's wanting to protect their peace, okay, and maintain some type of self-respect. Okay, but they're also recognizing that healthy love communicates. Okay, so they could be, you know, really wanting to be in a more peaceful outlook and awareness, and pay attention to the deja vu type of feeling that they have. Okay, they could be feeling, it says, loyal hearts. Okay, so somebody could be kind of recognizing where their heart lies, and, you know, really wanting to get to a more peaceful state of mind within this. Look at, we got that right here, both these people with their eyes closed, all relaxed and stuff, you know, regardless of what's going on. Somebody could be really wanting to get to a more contented state of mind. All right, and we got long distance love, miles apart, hearts connected. Okay, time zones and trust tests, extra effort required, communication is your lifeline. Oh my god. Somebody could be trying to revealing their truth, okay, taking off certain masks and moving forward in a way that they feel is truly uplifting within a soulmate dynamic. Okay, they're recognizing they could be wanting to move forward towards a situation they feel is different from the rest. Okay. Apparently I'm supposed to read this. Okay. So somebody's been protecting their time and their energy. Okay, they've been creating certain, you know, lines, you know, certain boundaries for themselves. Let's see. Huh? I was reading half a sentence. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So yeah, that could be relevant, I guess. So somebody could be kind of recognizing certain half-truths, okay, or, you know, half-focused awarenesses that were formed that really didn't make the sense that they were desiring of finding out. Okay, so somebody could be kind of wanting to move forward more passionately and inspired in an electrified way. Okay. all right. Well, I'm gonna go now, but that sounds pretty cool. We got 4408 right there when I looked. So somebody could be really recognizing numbers, like I was saying, synchronistic and doubling up and all that stuff. But okay, well, hopefully this helped, okay, and was relevant in ways that you needed. And have a good one. Talk to you later.